Call the City Council to order. Madam Clerk.
Councilman Duper. Present. Councilman Daly.
Here.
Mayor Potembri Popescu.
Here.
Mayor Rigsby.
Aki.
Councilman Leonard is absent. There is a quorum.
Okay, invocation and pledge of allegiance. Councilman Duper, please rise.
Dear Father in heaven, thank you again for allowing us to come together, discuss the business of our city. Thank you that you continue to bless us and bless our city as we move forward through these trying times. We ask that you watch over us, guide us in our decision-making process. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any items to be?
No, sir.
Would the public like to speak and delay the record we're about to set? Okay, schedule items number 1, the public hearing. I need to open a public hearing, I understand, and then continue it immediately. So let's open the public hearing. Would the public like to speak on a time extension for tentative parcel map 11-92 and precise plan of design 11-09? Okay, then do we need a motion? Okay, would there be a motion to continue this to January 8th, a date certain?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, is there any discussion about that? Any opposition? Hearing none, it is approved. I don't need to close the public hearing because it's still open. Okay, the consent calendar is for your delectation.
I'll go ahead and move the consent calendar.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? Any opposition? Hearing none, it's approved. Old business, reduce Parks, Recreation, Beautification Committee membership. Public Works, please.
Yes, the City Council did declare a vacancy on this committee on August 28th of this year, and we have advertised it, and since then we have nobody interested in joining the committees. So I present this to our Park and the Beautification Committees and ask them if we can reduce the membership down from 7 members to 6, and they're okay with it. So I recommend that we reduce the membership to 6 members.
I'll go ahead and move the item.
Well, since we're in such a hurry, I don't know if my comments are appropriate.
Yes.
We had talked about maybe merging that in the Trails Committee too. Is that still an option, or what do you think about that?
No, the committee really enjoy their groups, and we have a good turnout. And
okay, that's all you have to say.
Second. Attend both meetings.
Okay, any discussion?
Me, so
any opposition? Hearing none, it's approved. No new business or any reports of councilmen? Hearing none, reports of officers. Hearing none, we're adjourned. 3 minutes, 29 seconds. 3 minutes, 26 seconds. Thank you. Record that in the minutes. 3:26. New record. Okay, we move to the successor agency. Called to order. Dispense with the roll call. Any added or deleted items?
No, sir.
Would the public like to speak on this topic, because we don't have a record to set? So come on forward if you will. Okay, no takers. Consent calendar.
Second.
Okay, discussion, opposition, hearing none, it's approved. We are adjourned. We move to the Housing Authority. Any added or deleted items?
No, sir.
I just have to make a comment. It's very easy to navigate with the mouse. I hope you're having just as good a time there with your iPad.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. Are there any oral reports from the public on any items not on the agenda? Seeing none. Something about a closed session. I don't see any item. Consent calendar.
Move it.
Okay. Discussion. Opposition. Yes, please.
Can I would like to mention that last week the staff did had meet, confer, a telephone conference with the State Department of Finance, and we have Diana, Mark Hips, Pam, and our consultant, Diane, I forget her last name.
Diane Hadlin.
Hadlin. And the meeting went well, and they will respond back to our request, which is, it sounds like they're going to.
They said they should be issuing a letter on December 15th as to their final review.
But we're optimistic it's going to come out our preferred way.
We are, but
Really? Because I've heard they're not approving anything up there.
We should be doing this because we apparently have we've been very successful.
They agree with Diana, recommendations, approved.
Yeah, most of our other cities are spending a lot of time traveling.
And we do it the first one, it just, Diana sent them all information they requested. It was approved by email.
the first one we did request a physical meeting up in Sacramento, but we were able to handle it just through emails and providing additional documentation that we didn't even have to go up there. This second one, there was only 2 items that were kind of in dispute, so we figured we could handle it through conference call and sending additional documentation. So hopefully we'll have a positive outcome as well.
Very good.
Yes, and there's a credit to Diana and Pam because save us a lot of money to go up to Sacramento and pay their attorney to go up there.
I'd
So
say
save us a lot of money.
IVDA needs Pam and Diana to help them.
Well, if they had written the bill in the first place, it wouldn't have been such a mess.
Just to follow up on that, I know the IVD sent us a letter stating that some of the funds that they distributed, the state wanted back.
But when they sent us the check, Diana said, you know what, we're not going to spend this money because for sure they will take it back, and sure enough, they want it back. So that money that we received, we put in the bank, and she said for me not to touch it, so I said,
How much was it? Was it a couple $100,000?
200,000,
It's
170.
175, yeah. Well, apparently the letter that we got at the IVDA stated that if the cities didn't send it back, they would take it out of our sales tax and our property tax.
So no, we did not touch it.
Yeah, the state is desperate for money. They're running it. In fact, the latest treasurer report shows that the tax receipts are down something like 19%. So they don't have enough money to pay those unions. They got to take it
thought they were
someplace.
getting-
Which is really bizarre because every time I go by a restaurant or Costco or anywhere, there's people out spending money.
The only part of the state, in fact, I just saw the report, that actually is going up is sales tax, but corporate tax and income tax are going down. In fact, the state lost 100,000 people last year. You know what state they're all going to? Texas. Taxes are a lot cheaper, and there's jobs galore here with all the regulation, and the people up in Sacramento, it's a mess. It's going to get worse.
And they just published that the marginal rate for the, quote, wealthy in California is higher than New York City now. And New York City is not a place to go for taxes.
Neither is Texas. I've been there too many times. I've been asked now that we're adjourned all the way through.
Not yet.
Oh,
We're still in reports of officers.
okay. Well, I have a question. It's not a report, so is that in order?
You're under member reports. Go for it.
Okay. I've been asked by several people for a status report on the Sandbag Freeway Interchange project. Is that on schedule? And
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact, the mayor presented that yesterday. Yes, the project is on schedule. They in the process of building a reinforced concrete box culvert over the existing trapezoid channel on the south side of the freeway, and also the extension of the reinforced concrete box culvert over the Santee Mateo channel. So they're going to widen the freeway and also the
off-ramp. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think I asked you this once before, but does the design include any kind of a wall on the south side of the off-ramp?
No, sir.
No. So everything, all the
That's why we're going to fill the area over the channel. So that's how we're going to widen it.
yeah. I'm thinking about
Yeah, I know
the visual
exactly.
effect.
Yes.
Okay.
And then just to let you know, the SBX, they already start grading, removing dirt on the park and ride lot between the channel and the car wash place. So
And Dr. Daly, one thing that I would suggest is the engineering firm that's doing all the work for this, actually they're based out of our
Yeah.
former offices. They're very easy to access. You can talk to them and I went in there the other day and he has all the plans and he tells you exactly where they're at.
Oh, really?
But they're only dealing right now with our portion.
Yeah.
And from talking to him, he said that our section should be done within a year. Yes. Okay. It is concerning though because it's down to one lane off the freeway and it's really backed up if you're trying to go to Loma Linda right now. It's kind of bad.
And that was one of the reasons why we talked them into renting our facility, because this way I have control over, I can talk to them and
Push them along.
we actually meet with them once a week. And since they're down the hall, and when they need something, they just walk over and come to see me.
But Councilman Popescu's right, that the long backup on that off-ramp we're now starting to hear some complaints, or at least I am. And have we heard from Caltrans about the plans for the Mountain View off-ramp? The landscape plans?
Oh, no, we gotta start, we already.
That's already approved.
No,
Well, I
we
know,
already awarded the contract.
Okay,
So we're gonna start in January.
January, okay, good. And how long do you estimate that'll take? Okay, good. Well, it's all good news tonight.
Okay, any reports of officers? If not, then our last meeting is adjourned.
Is it of the year? So we'll see you guys all next year.
Yeah, and if anybody doubts that we only need one meeting a month, this is your evidence.
Yeah. Now, what do we do with ourselves?
Yeah.